Here's some tips to upgrade your CPU. When upgrading your CPU, the most important thing to look for is what socket your motherboard is using. For example, this has a 7600X in it, which is an AM5 platform. This means that when upgrading, you can go up to anything else in that 7000 series of Ryzens or to the 9000 series. So you could go up to a 9700X with this, a 9800X 3D, or a 7950X. For example, if your machine has a 5600X on it, that's AM4 platform. So if you were to get a 7600X to upgrade from that one, it wouldn't fit in your motherboard. It physically would not go. And if you made it go, you would break the CPU. Just like the GPUs, with the CPU upgrade, you want to make sure that the upgrade makes sense. Try not to go with the same amount of cores, for example. If you're going from a 7600X and you're upgrading, well, you don't want to go to a 9600X. You're not really going to see much of a difference there, and it's just going to cost you a whole new CPU. But a 7600X to a 9800X 3D, that's an upgrade that makes sense. Other than socket, cores, and clock speeds are exactly what you want to look at. Thing to keep in mind, if you're upgrading your CPU, you will likely have to upgrade the cooler as well. Not always though. This guy, for example, might not cut it if it was on, let's say a 12400F and you were upgrading to a 13700K. This would not cool that CPU. You'd probably want to go to an AIO. What happens when you neglect to upgrade your cooler when upgrading to a hotter chip is that CPU is going to get way too hot. It's going to throttle itself, meaning it's going to run much slower than it actually should run at, and it's going to render your entire upgrade potentially meaningless. This also applies to Intel. Intel changes form factor a lot more frequently than AMD. So if you're using, let's say, a 9th generation Intel CPU, you're not going to be able to upgrade to a 13th gen or a 14th gen one. Those are LGA 1700, and currently we're going to LGA 1851. There's so many LGAs.